What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. Sean Strickland was recently seen sparring with Michel Pereira as part of his preparation for his upcoming fight against Anthony Hernandez, scheduled for February 21. The intense training session showcased Strickland's trademark pressure and durability, while Pereira brought his explosive athleticism and unpredictable movement into the mix. During the session, Strickland shared his thoughts on training with Brazilian fighters, offering candid and typically blunt commentary. He emphasized the toughness and relentless mindset many Brazilian fighters bring into the gym, noting that they are willing to go all out in sparring regardless of the stakes. According to Strickland, their competitive nature pushes everyone in the room to elevate their level, making each session feel like a real fight rather than routine practice. Despite his raw remarks, Strickland made it clear that his words came from a place of respect. He acknowledged the pride, passion, and warrior spirit that Brazilian fighters are known for, explaining that their willingness to engage aggressively is exactly why they make such valuable training partners. Sparring with someone like Michel Pereira, who is known for his creativity and high-energy style, forces Strickland to stay sharp, composed, and disciplined under pressure. Throughout the session, the intensity remained high, with both fighters pushing the pace. At one point, Strickland joked with Pereira, asking how the fight was going, and noting that everyone in the gym seemed determined to test him that day. Rather than backing down, Strickland welcomed the challenge, stating that this level of resistance is exactly what he needs to prepare for fight night. As Strickland gears up for his clash with Anthony Hernandez session, like these highlight his commitment to hard-nosed preparation, training alongside elite high-level fighters such as Michel Pereira ensures that Strickland remains battle-ready, mentally tough, and physically prepared for whatever awaits him inside the octagon. But before we jump into the next story, we have a small favor to ask. If you're enjoying the content, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell icon. It really helps us out and ensures you'll never miss an update. Moving on to another news. There has been a new development in the ongoing divorce proceedings involving UFC featherweight champion Ilia Topuria and his wife Georgina. According to recent reports, Georgina has filed a formal complaint with the National Police, claiming she has been the target of threats and harassment on social media related to her separation from Topuria. The situation escalated last week when multiple reports surfaced alleging that Georgina accused Topuria of domestic abuse during the divorce process and demanded a significant financial settlement. These allegations quickly gained attention online, sparking widespread debate and intense reactions across social media platforms. As the story circulated, Georgina reportedly began receiving a large volume of hostile messages, including threats and abusive comments, which she claims prompted her to seek protection from authorities. In her police report, Georgina stated that the harassment she has experienced is directly connected to the high-profile nature of her divorce and the public attention surrounding the allegations. The report reportedly focuses on online intimidation rather than physical incidents, emphasizing the emotional and psychological toll caused by sustained digital abuse. At this time, no official ruling has been made regarding the accusations, and no criminal charges against Ilia Topuria have been publicly confirmed. It is important to note that these matters remain allegations, and all parties involved are entitled to due process. Topuria has not released a detailed public statement addressing the latest police report, and his legal team has yet to comment on the ongoing situation. The case highlights the darker side of public scrutiny faced by high-profile athletes and their families, particularly when personal legal matters become public. As the divorce proceedings continue, authorities are expected to review the complaint and determine whether further action is necessary. Fans and observers are urged to approach the situation responsibly, avoid speculation, and respect the legal process as it unfolds. Moving on to another news. Speculation is growing around a potential and highly unconventional matchup involving former UFC heavyweight champion Andrei Arlovski and the bodyguard of livestream influencer Jack Doherty. The situation stems from a recent altercation that took place following the Jake Paul vs. Anthony Joshua boxing event. According to reports, Arlovski was walking toward the parking garage with his wife and son when he crossed paths with Doherty and his entourage. Doherty, who is known online for confrontational behavior while flanked by security, allegedly bumped into Arlovski and his family. What followed was a brief but chaotic scuffle involving Doherty's friends and bodyguard, an incident that was partially captured on video and quickly circulated online. Arlovski later addressed the situation publicly, stating that he did nothing to provoke the altercation and was simply attempting to avoid the group before contact was made. He explained that the confrontation escalated after Doherty bumped into his wife, prompting Arlovski to turn around and ask what was going on. According to Arlovski, members of Doherty's group then jumped in, and the situation spiraled out of control. In the aftermath, Arlovski revealed that his wife lost her phone during the incident while trying to break things up, which led him to file a police report for a missing or stolen device. He emphasized that his priority at the time was protecting his family rather than engaging in a full fight. More recently, Arlovski commented that he would be open to settling the matter in a controlled, professional setting, expressing interest in facing Doherty's bodyguard in a sanctioned bout. Doherty responded by claiming his security guard is willing to box or fight Arlovski and suggested organizing the event for what he described as massive paydays. The MMA community reacted strongly to Doherty's response, with many fans criticizing him and calling instead for Arlovski to face Doherty directly. Others questioned whether the bodyguard showed any real willingness during the initial encounter. At 46 years old and coming off his last UFC appearance in 2024, Arlovski may no longer be in his prime, but fans remain confident that his experience would make such a matchup one-sided. Whether this idea ever becomes reality remains to be seen, but the discussion has certainly captured the combat sports world's attention. Moving on to another news, Tony Ferguson delivered an impressive performance by capturing the Misfits title in a hard-fought victory over Warren Spencer, reminding fans why he was once considered one of the most dangerous fighters in the world. Despite being 41 years old, Ferguson showed flashes of his vintage form, bringing relentless pressure, sharp striking, and trademark toughness throughout the contest. From the opening round, Ferguson set the tone by moving forward aggressively and forcing Spencer onto the back foot. His pace and unpredictability made it difficult for Spencer to land clean shots early, as Ferguson mixed angles, volume, and constant pressure to control much of the action. The former UFC interim lightweight champion looked comfortable in the ring, displaying confidence and sharp timing. The fight nearly came to an early end in the second round, when Ferguson unleashed a flurry of heavy punches that dropped Spencer. For a moment, it appeared the referee might step in, but Spencer showed resilience, surviving the onslaught and fighting his way back into the contest. As the bout progressed, the intensity only increased, turning into a grueling back-and-forth battle. Spencer found success in the fourth round, landing significant shots that briefly had Ferguson in trouble. However, true to form, Ferguson refused to back down. He absorbed the pressure and continued to push forward, relying on his durability and experience to weather the storm. The final moments of the fight were dramatic, with Ferguson coming close to securing a knockout in the closing seconds. He unleashed a series of powerful strikes that had Spencer visibly hurt, drawing a strong reaction from the crowd as the bell sounded to end the bout. After 5 competitive rounds, the judges awarded Ferguson a unanimous decision victory, officially crowning him the Misfits champion. The win marked a significant moment in Ferguson's career, serving as a statement performance and a reminder that even at 41, he still possesses the heart, skill, and fighting spirit that made him a fan favorite for years. Moving on to another news. Being a UFC fan may soon become significantly more affordable. Paramount has officially announced a new pricing structure that would allow subscribers to watch every UFC event in 2026 for a fraction of what fans have previously paid under the traditional pay-per-view model. According to the announcement, a Paramount Plus subscription priced at $59.99 for the year will include access to the entire UFC event calendar in 2026. This package reportedly covers all 13 marquee numbered pay-per-view events, along with 30 UFC Fight Night cards throughout the year. In addition, subscribers will receive access to new seasons of The Ultimate Fighter and Dana White's Contender series, 2 staples of UFC programming. that help introduce the next generation of talent to the promotion. The value becomes even clearer when compared to past costs. In 2025, fans who wanted to watch every UFC pay-per-view event were required to spend an estimated $1,167, not including additional subscription fees. Under the new model, the cost of watching the entire year of UFC content would be less than the price of a single pay-per-view from the previous year. Beyond live events, the subscription will also feature a growing library of classic UFC fights, historic moments, and original programming that highlights the organization's evolution. This expanded archive is designed to appeal to both longtime fans and newer viewers looking to explore the sport's history. In addition to UFC content, Paramount Plus subscribers will continue to have access to the platform's broader entertainment catalog, including popular original series such as Landman and School Spirits, further increasing the overall value of the subscription. If implemented as announced, this shift would represent a major change in how UFC content is distributed and consumed, potentially reshaping the future of combat sports broadcasting while making the sport more accessible than ever for fans worldwide. Moving on to another news, a new update has emerged regarding the highly publicized divorce involving UFC champion Ilia Topuria and his former wife Georgina. What began as a private legal matter has quickly escalated into a widely discussed public situation, drawing significant attention from the MMA community and beyond. According to recent reports, Georgina has confirmed that she filed an official complaint with the National Police Headquarters in Madrid after receiving online threats connected to her divorce from Topuria. She claims the harassment has occurred across social media platforms, with messages ranging from abusive comments to more serious threats. The report reportedly focuses on online intimidation rather than any in-person incidents. Since news of the divorce became public, the situation has attracted intense scrutiny. Much of the MMA fanbase has openly voiced support for Topuria, which has reportedly resulted in Georgina facing a wave of online backlash. While strong opinions have formed on both sides, it is important to emphasize that the full details surrounding the divorce and related allegations have not been publicly disclosed. At this stage, the situation largely remains a matter of conflicting claims, with no definitive legal conclusions or rulings announced. No official findings have been released regarding the broader accusations tied to the divorce, and authorities have not publicly confirmed whether further action will be taken beyond reviewing the reported threats. This case highlights the challenges faced by public figures and their families when personal disputes become public, particularly in the age of social media. Online speculation, misinformation, and harassment can quickly escalate, often before verified facts are established. Until additional details emerge through official legal channels, it is widely advised that observers approach the situation with caution and neutrality, allowing the legal process to unfold without rushing to judgment is essential, as both parties are entitled to due process and privacy under the law. As more information becomes available, further updates are expected. For now, the focus remains on respecting the legal process and avoiding unnecessary speculation. Moving on to another news, Sean O'Malley has outlined an ambitious vision for his future, suggesting that a dominant win at UFC 300 could place him on a collision course with Petr Yan for a high-profile championship fight at the proposed UFC White House event. O'Malley is scheduled to face Song Yadong in January, and he believes an impressive performance would immediately reinsert him into title contention. While some fans argue that other contenders deserve priority, particularly Merab Dvalishvili, who has been a consistent presence at the top of the division, O'Malley remains confident that the UFC would prefer him in a marquee matchup. From his perspective, a showdown between himself and Petr Yan would be the most compelling option, especially for an event of symbolic importance in the United States. O'Malley explained that his motivation intensified after Yan's recent win, describing a renewed sense of focus and urgency. He believes that if he delivers a statement performance against Song, whether through a dominant decision or knockout, fan demand will shift firmly in his favor. In his view, a Yan versus O'Malley title fight at the White House simply makes sense from both a promotional and competitive standpoint. With several major stars currently unavailable due to injuries, personal matters, or uncertainty surrounding future plans. The UFC may have limited options when assembling such a historic card. O'Malley positioning himself as a leading American draw could help fill that gap and strengthen the event's appeal. In addition to discussing his fighting future, O'Malley also reflected on a personal milestone, revealing that he has now spent nearly a full year away from traditional social media platforms. He described the decision as life-changing, citing improved mental clarity, peace, and focus. While he still uses YouTube selectively, he credits stepping away from social media with helping him stay grounded during fight camp. As UFC 324 approaches, all eyes will be on O'Malley to see whether he can deliver the kind of performance that turns his White House ambitions into reality.